all of us empaths have a desire to heal the world, and our unconscious methodology or strategy for doing it is to take on the pain of others and to say to people you love, and even people on the other side of the world, here, I'll take some of that for you. It's as innocent as when somebody walks in with baggage into the airport and you greet them and you say, here, let me take that bag for you. I know that you've been burdened carrying your bags, and I'm here to be a light worker, so I'll take that for you, and I'll carry it, and I'll let my body take on the burden, because I know it'll lighten you up. So it is an old paradigm. It is no longer necessary to act that way anymore. It's just about bringing the unconscious, let's call them vows, let's call them commitments, let's call them, it doesn't matter what you call them. So it's about bringing the unconscious to the conscious, removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence. And in this case, the block that we're all going to tap on and release is, I must take on my brother's pain in order to help them release it. And there is a bit of a connection between that martyrdom and self-punishment, self-sacrifice.
Yes.
And as I said in the Course in Miracles, you are not required to sacrifice. Sacrifice is not love. It is fear dressed up in love's clothing. So those of you familiar with tapping, yeah, great. But those of you who are not familiar with the point, the good news is all you need to do is tap where I tap, which is going to be here, on the eyebrow, close to the third eye, and on the side of the eyebrow, it doesn't matter which side of the body, underneath one of your eyes, underneath your nose, underneath on your chin, collarbone point, and then about 4 inches below your armpit, and finally the top of your head where your yarmulke would go. And Jesus wants to say, that's where my yarmulke went.
And I have one.
Now, please everyone unmute for this. Excuse me, mute for this. And away we go. Repeat the words. Even though I've learned to take on others' suffering to survive my childhood and to do my best to help relieve the world of suffering, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I have learned to absorb like a sponge the suffering of others, to help heal my parents, to help survive trauma, and to help heal the world. I've been a bleeding heart, and I'm now willing to sew up those places in my heart that have bled for others, and have a whole heart, and give my love to others without sacrifice. And I deeply love and honor myself. Even though on some level I have believed that I deserve to be punished, and that if I punish myself, the world and God and my parents will leave me alone, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. Now, if you haven't guessed by now, I am going a little too fast for you to repeat everything. So give up the effort, let the words flow through you, focus on feeling the feelings that the words evoke, and tap along. and breathe deeply. This tendency to suffer for others, this tendency to be a sponge that soaks up negativity, and whether it has a loving, honorable intention, or whether it comes from a misperception that I need to sacrifice my joy, in any case, I am open to releasing and letting it go. I'm open to letting joy and peace be my offerings to place on the altar to help humanity. And to take off my altar all forms of sacrifice. Because I am here to be truly helpful. And suffering is not helping. I do not need to pick up anyone else's cross and carry it for them. That is codependency. And it is so old. Lifetime after lifetime, I've picked up the crosses of everyone, and now I'm laying them down, picking up a paintbrush and painting the town, taking another look around, and seeing no one is lost. They're already found. People can leave their crosses on the ground. And if they don't, that's not my job to pick it up for them. I can give them love and compassion from a distance without picking up their cross, without picking up their baggage and saying, "Here, I'll take that for you. I'll carry that." I carry nothing but light. My burden is light. My cross is made of light. It's a light that has no opposition, a love that is never threatened, and can now resume my walk on this earth with a light heart, a pain-free body. And if I do have pain, I welcome it, I breathe, I feel it. I don't resist it and make it an enemy. I declare a permanent ceasefire to all contractions in my body. Instead of holding my breath and gritting my teeth and biting the bullet, I let go and let God have it by breathing light into those parts of my body that are feeling heavy, breathing deeply and sweetly into my experience. No resistance, calling on divine assistance to let go of the erroneous belief that there's something besides peace that I have to carry in this lifetime. I call bullshit on all of it, and I pick up my only cross left to carry in this life, a cross of light and ease. Now take a deep breath.